Hey YouTube, it's Bill and Lisa. Just wanted to talk about our latest cruise on the MSC Divina. This is our first cruise for January 2025. Our itinerary for this cruise, first we went to St. Kitts and Nevis, and then after that we went to St. Martin. Then we went to St. John, then St. Thomas, Dominican Republic, and then of course MSC's private island Ocean Key. The last cruise we went on was a Christmas cruise in December, so of course in January they took down all of the Christmas decorations, and as you'll see in the video that we'll do, it's just a normal, there's no real decorations. It seemed like a lot of the shows were a little bit Valentine themed. I mean, they weren't pushing Valentine's, but a lot of the shows showed a lot of different heart backgrounds, so it's like they're kind of slowly transitioning into Valentine's, which of course will be coming up next. This cruise, in my opinion, was great. We had a good time.
You had two separate veterans appreciation events that we attended.
Yeah, we had an opportunity on the last cruise, but we didn't attend them. So we did attend them on this cruise, which they were pretty cool. Um, One of them was Diamonds International, had a veterans thing where they have a party for you in the Dominican Republic. We didn't actually go to the party, but we did go to the event before the party. And then MSC did a veterans appreciation, which was pretty neat. I mean, they have drinks and free drinks and some cake, and everybody goes around the room and introduces herself and gives a little background of their military history there. So it was a pretty nice thing for them to do. We also attended another event that was an appreciation for Voyager Club members, which was also pretty neat. They had a singer and
Illusionist.
illusionist, and also some free drinks. So all pretty cool stuff. Just little extras that they did that was pretty cool. Just like the last cruise, we attended the jewelry events for Diamond International and Effie, and she actually won the giveaway or the raffle for the Effie. Like last cruise, I won an excursion, and then this one she won the jewelry.
Yes, and my parents came with us on this cruise, and my dad won a drawing. What was it?
It's like a solid pewter uh, replica of the ship, which is pretty neat. It's nice and heavy. It was really a nice gift to get. I think I wouldn't have mind winning it myself. I think it was like $65. So I mean, it was a pretty neat little giveaway, and that's that event that we won the excursion and he won the ship at is their tour. Uh, the cruise director will have an event where they talk about the different ports that we go to, highlight some excursions, and then you'll have your Diamonds International and your FE, and the different groups around the ship will come and give away a gift as well. So it's a pretty neat thing to go to. I would recommend it. It doesn't take very long, and not a lot of people show up, so the chances of you winning are better. Now, on the jewelry that she won, if you count it, so they have two drawings every time you go, and they have one every single day for the Effie store drawing. So we went 31 times. Now, that's two cruises. We went 31 times, and she finally won on that 31st try. Um, it's not an extravagant gift. It's They give away a bracelet the first day with a charm, and then each day you get an additional charm. Well, when you win, they give you the whole thing all at once. So you don't have to go every single day. You just win the bracelet and the charms all in one shot. And then like a certificate for $200 off or whatever it was. So it's just a little something to do. Also with this cruise, we got another free upgrade. So our last cruise, we booked a stateroom, didn't have to do anything, got a free upgrade. Our original plan was we would bid on a balcony room to try to upgrade from a stateroom. So both cruises we got a stateroom, and then on both cruises we automatically got upgraded to a premium balcony. The only thing is, this is a very nice room. The balcony's 3 times the size of our last balcony. The only thing is you feel a lot more motion.
Yes, we are at the very back, facing the very back. We can see where we've been, and I've been sick.
Yeah. So, you've taken the Dramamine, though, and felt better. It just makes her drowsy.
As long as I'm not in this room, I feel better. When I'm out in the ship, out and about. When I come in the room, it's to get ready for bed, take seasick medicine, go to sleep.
Yeah. So I'm sure you've all heard the aft or the rear of the ship or the bow, the front of the ship is the worst places if you're going to suffer from seasickness. The middle cabins or balconies are the better rooms to not feel as much. So we love the room, love the balcony. It's awesome to be able to just get up and go outside and see what's going on behind you, get some good footage and photos and all that kind of stuff. But you do feel a lot more motion. So maybe next time we'll try to get something more in the middle or closer to where we had last time. It was more towards the middle of the ship and didn't have any issues at all. So that's something to keep in mind. Pretty cool that we got the free upgrades. Overall, great cruise. No complaints at all. Can't wait to go on our next cruise. MSC Divina. We love it. I have no complaints. The food was good. This trip we also just did the buffet. We didn't do the specialty dining. There is another video I'm going to do that gives a little more detail on this cruise and the process and story about how we got this. This was a free cruise for us. So I want to do a different video that goes in a little more depth, but I'll touch on some high points. So what we did to get a free cruise was we went to Atlantic City Ocean Casino, and they do a special where you actually have to go to the casino, you sign up for their loyalty program, and with that, depending on what level loyalty you are, now we're not gamblers, we don't have a bunch of loyalty points anywhere else. You come and sign up for their loyalty program. You have to be a veteran now, and with that, you're automatically upgraded to like their second level of loyalty and points. Now this is without ever putting a dime in a slot machine or doing anything. They just, all you do is show up and sign up for it. You've got to be a veteran, and then you also get a 10-day cruise from MSC, a free 10-day cruise from MSC. Now if you gamble more and raise your points up, then you can raise your room level up. So the basic level that they give you is just a stateroom, just a regular stateroom, 10-day cruise on MSC. There's no restrictions, and with MSC, free means free. Everything was free except, of course, travel to get there, and you still have to pay your gratuities and the hotel fee. So that, they don't waive that. But everything else is free. Of course, you got to book your own excursions and pay extra for that, and any other things that you buy. Of course, that's all extra, but the actual cruise is free.
But you get 10 days being the veteran.
That's right.
I got 10 days being your wife. But you can't book, like, we couldn't use his for us and then have, my parents came and let them use the other. You can't do that. So they have to be used separately. Or you could combine them to upgrade, which we did combine them because we couldn't take 20 days, or he couldn't take 20 days off of work. So we did 10 days, combined them, and upgraded to a
Ocean view
room.
And then from that, they automatically upgraded us to a premium balcony. So that's how we got a free cruise on MSC. And we plan on doing it again this year. And it goes from, you can go and sign up for it. I think it goes from like July 1st to June 30th. So we're on this cruise, and we got this in October, I believe. So we have to wait until after June 30th or July 1st, and we can go sign up again and get another 2 additional 10-day cruises. Mm-hmm. So that's our plan. And also, so that's another trip to Atlantic City. To us, it's well worth it. I mean, we decided to drive. It just, for the budget, it didn't make sense flying and spending that extra money. But a little bit of a pain driving. It's 12 hours from us. So, we've got to go through that cost of getting there to get the certificate. And then, the cost of getting to Miami. But next year, what our plan is, or after July 1st, we'll go back to Atlantic City Ocean Casino, get their certificate, and then book the Christmas cruise again, because we really enjoyed that, on their new ship, the World America, which that actually starts booking in April. But
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. Something else I want to talk about, and this is I keep saying this, it's a whole nother video, because I want to get in depth and detail and tell everything I know about it, but I kind of hit the highlights right now, is if you're going to go to these casinos and try to get free cruises, I mean, by all means, give it a try. I don't think that's a good way to go. I think you wind up spending more money than it's worth when, if you just go to one of these sites or a travel agent. Yeah, so we use Cruise Hub. In my opinion, I think that I think you come out better if you go through one of those than trying to gain enough points to win a free cruise. I mean, like I said, we're not gamblers, so we're not very skilled or very lucky at winning. Maybe if you're actually winning something while you're dropping a couple grand into one of those machines or whatever you're doing, in the casino, maybe your luck's a little better than ours, but we haven't hardly win any money off of the times we have played in the casino. So, to get the points, I think you're dropping too much money in. I know there's a lot of videos out there where there's been some success from some of the other folks. I just don't think that's the route for us to try to get free cruises. Now we'll keep doing the free veteran one.
And with the veterans, we forgot you do have to pay $400 up front, but you get
That's
that
right.
back at the casino, which is what we used at the casino and said, hey, let's try to win a free cruise with these points. People are doing it on YouTube. It didn't pan out so well.
We even waited to do double points. So that's another thing they do in the casinos. They'll have certain times of the day when you can go in there for an hour, the specific days they decide, and get double points. No. You know, I let her play in the casino while I went to that travel event with the cruise director to
Yes.
try to win another excursion.
And I had the $400 credit in the casino.
$400, and I expected that $400 to last, at least a few days. She was done less than an hour with $400, and there wasn't nowhere near as many points as what I expected us to come away with.
No. I think we ended up with 400 something points.
Yeah, I mean, it was a ripoff. I hate to say that, but it was. And like I said, maybe if we'd have won more money, you could have kept playing a little longer. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Don't know if I want to keep spending the money to figure that out either. But anyway, yeah, it was over way too quick. And you need to get at least 1,500 points before they start giving you the free cruise certificates and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And we had thought that the points we had before would roll over. It don't do all that.
It's per cruise.
It goes away.
Yeah. You start over from scratch. So in December we tried it and thought, oh, well, we'll come back in January and we'll get that 1,500, no problem. You start back over at 0. Yeah. And then if you spend enough money and get 5,000 points, that's where the free stateroom, that's where it starts, 5,000. Not balcony, not suite. Interior stateroom starts at 5,000 points. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of points to get that free cruise certificate right then and there. There's no way we were going to spend that much money, and the math doesn't add up for me. And another mistake we made the assumption, well, from what we understood was we had the 400 casino credits. So what do? We come in and start spending money in the casino.
Oh, yeah.
Right off the bat, thinking, oh, well, this is going towards our
casino credits.
No, it don't work that way. We spent that money extra. It wasn't much.
Before we realized.
Yeah, before you realize, you gotta go to the desk.
And then she prints you off a voucher that you put into the machine.
Yeah, you don't start spending your own money thinking it's going towards cruise credit or casino credits.
Yeah.
It's not. You got to go get those certificates. Now, anything you win above that, which wasn't much,
right,
you can cash it in and put that towards your cruise credit, which that's what we did. Like I said, it wasn't a lot of money. But anyway, that's a whole nother video. I just be wary of thinking you're going to get all these free cruises. It's not as easy as everybody makes it sound in some of the other videos. Maybe we just have bad luck. I don't know. But be wary. One negative, not bad, but on this itinerary for this cruise that we went on, you start out your first 2 days at sea. Let me tell you something. Day 3, when you hit that port, everybody on the ship's getting off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we were ready to get off the ship after 2 days at sea. It wasn't horrible. It was just, we were definitely ready to get off the ship. Overall, the cruise was great. No complaints. I wish we'd have won more stuff. I really wanted to win another excursion because that was pretty awesome winning that excursion the
Yeah.
first time. This time, we didn't pay for any excursions. Our December cruise, we went on excursions. We just didn't pay or book through MSC or any other site. Our December cruise, we did. Good experience. This cruise,
We did some tours.
so what we did on this cruise is instead of booking through MSC or through shore excursions or anything like that, we kind of wanted to try to see what kind of tours we could do on our own and how that experience would be. I don't have any major complaints about doing it that way, and this is the process and how we did it. Was we went out in town when we got off the ship, and let me tell you, a lot of these ports we went on this time, they bombarded us like crazy. It was kind of like almost Jamaica all over again. Not as bad as Jamaica, but almost. So we would get off the ship. You've got your first line of defense or whatever you want to call it, where they just hammering away at you, trying to get you to buy tours and excursions and all these different things. Finally got pushed through that, which was a little bit painful in some of the ports, and I'll mention them here in a minute. Went out just a little bit further, not too far, to where we could actually haggle and talk and reason with some of the tour operators. We're able to get some decent deals on it. Wasn't really an excursion, it was more of just an overall tour of the islands that we went to. So our first stop was St. Kitts. Beautiful place. Definitely got to see a lot of different sites, and we'll do individual videos on each destination that we went to. But man, I tell you what, they hammered us at St. Kitts, trying to get us to buy their tours and whatever. I mean, like I said, we kind of pushed through all of that and found a guy that took us on a tour everywhere. My one big complaint about it was they didn't really stop. They would drive by places, but you really couldn't get any good footage or good pictures.
Yeah, we might get 5 minutes here,
Yeah,
15 minutes here.
yeah. I mean, we did get some good photos and some beautiful footage, but we would have liked to stopped at least for a couple minutes at a few different places to get some pictures and things. And then the next one, St. Martin. So on St. Martin, we just did a walking tour. We didn't actually get a tour guide to take us around to places. I wish we would have. St. Martin was nearly as bad as Jamaica. I mean, it is really close because they just would not let up. As soon as you get off the port, you've got a couple of options. You can walk down this it looked like kind of a man-made beach right there, real close to where you get off the port. Or you can choose to walk downtown. Now, it's a 20-minute walk to get to either one of these locations, downtown or the beach. Man-made beach. It's not a real beach. It's man-made. And I say man-made because it's fake. It's not real. Yes, it's sand, and yes, it's water, but it's just flooded with chairs that you can rent, umbrellas you can rent, but every 5 steps you're getting hammered. So they're trying to get you to buy a chair or buy an or rent an umbrella or rent a chair or come in their bar or whatever. and we were like, man, let's try downtown, and it is worse. Come in this jewelry store and buy this and buy that. So we kind of bounced back and forth. We'd get burnt out on one and go to the other. So we kind of flip flop back and forth in St. Martin. So just be ready, because they're going to be after you in St. Martin. Beautiful country. I would definitely go back again. Not say anything bad about it, but they just have your wits about you there. Our next stop was St. John's. Amazing, beautiful. Can't wait to go back there again. The tour guide that we went with on St. John's was very knowledgeable, and I mean, he said we're on your time. If you want to stop somewhere, we'll stop there and we'll spend the day.
Yeah, I absolutely loved him. He was great.
Very knowledgeable. I mean, he gave us a history lesson,
Didn't rush you at all.
No, he said, where do you want to go and what do you want to see? And he took us everywhere we wanted to go, and we got to see everything we wanted to. So, Dale, we appreciate you. I'll put his information. I highly recommend him if you want to save some money and get a good experience. He wasn't a tour company. A lot of these places are tour companies. This was an individual. I'll give you his information. Get in contact with him if you're going to St. John's. Highly recommend him. And then we went to St. Thomas. Again, beautiful, amazing. Got some good footage. Got to see some beautiful places and everything. Our tour guide there was good. I mean, he did take us to the places we wanted to see, and also gave us time wherever we wanted to go. So we had a good experience there as well. Dominican Republic, which this would be our second trip back to the Dominican Republic. I mean, it's beautiful. As soon as you get off the ship, now this is all definitely man-made, without a doubt, and you'll be able to see that. And I'm not knocking it at all.
It's for people that get off of ships.
Yeah, when you get off the cruise ships, and it's only for people that get off the cruise ships, you have shops, you have Monkey Island, you have it's a fake beach. It's a man-made beach right there on the port, but it's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Tonto Bay. Great photo opportunities. You don't have to worry about, I mean, there's the occasional shop owner trying to get you to try some lotion or facials or whatever. It's not bad, though. Not like it is when you step out that threshold past Tonto Bay. All man-made, all touristy, but it's beautiful. I highly recommend the Monkey Island, and we'll do a whole video on that where the monkeys are going crazy, crawling all over her.
Yes, we were lucky. We were the only two in there at the time.
Yeah, this time. We went to Monkey Island in December too, which was good as well, but this time we had the whole 20 or 30 minutes, whatever it was, to ourselves.
Yep.
So it was pretty awesome.
So we had all the monkeys to ourselves.
Yep. And then, since we had already been to the Dominican Republic recently, we didn't get a tour guide this time. We just went on our little walking tour of the downtown area. We went to Umbrella Street. We went to Pink Street. We went to Central Park. And then the church. I can't think of the name of the church, but there's a church right there beside Central Park. That we went and checked that out again. And then we went and visited a few shops and everything. And then it was threatening rain, so we didn't spend a whole lot of time in the Dominican. Definitely can't wait to go back to the Dominican. We want to go back up to the top of the mountain there, and hopefully they'll have their cable cars working. So can't wait to go back to check that out again. And then my favorite of all is Ocean Key. So, I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. So you get off the ship and you can just go and explore, check everything out. You don't have anybody trying to sell you anything or bothering you or pestering you. You're just basically doing your own thing, and it's absolutely beautiful there. They've got the lighthouse to check out. I would highly recommend, if you hadn't been there before your first time, to do the tram tour. It's not expensive at all. We also did the light tour. It's pretty cool to check out. December, lightning hit the lighthouse, so they didn't have all the lights working. This cruise, they're supposed to have it working. We haven't went to Ocean Key this cruise yet. That's tomorrow.
We go tomorrow.
Yeah, but we did last time, and that is my all-time favorite. I can't wait to get there tomorrow. We should be able to see iguanas. We should really be able to get some good photo opportunities and video there. So we can't wait. Highly recommend it. So it being January, there was a little bit of weather to deal with. It wasn't bad. December, it rained on us once, which didn't even matter. The temperatures were in the 80s and 90s in December. Now here we are in January. There's a little bit of a difference. They were still up into the 80s. Still very nice. Every day, though, there was chances of rain. So it's your typical rain and what you would expect. It just rains for a few minutes and then it's gone and the sun's back out and you can't even hardly tell it rained. So there was some of that. Wasn't a big deal. We didn't get caught in any big rain showers. Like we said earlier, the difference in December and January was there was a little bit more motion in the ocean. I think a lot of it has to do because we were on the far back or the far aft of the ship is why we felt it a little more, but it was a little different. So if you have any questions or comments, let us know. Let us know you enjoy this content so we can keep making videos. If there's anything specific you want to know about, let us know. We do have several videos that we're going to be putting out here coming very soon. So check them out and let us know what you think.